Hi, my name is Ping and welcome to my kitchen with Malaysia Kitchen. And today we're going to attempt Kari Laksa, which is a popular street food in Malaysia. So for the spice base, we will need 2 shallots, about 15 grams of galangal, 6 dry chillies, 1.5 tablespoons of dry shrimps, 3 candlenuts, half a tablespoon of turmeric, 1.5 tablespoon of shrimp paste, 3 garlic cloves, and 15 grams of ginger. And to loosen it, we will also need about a tablespoon of vegetable oil plus the oil that you need to fry it. Now prepare this with the chili. We just have to cut down the middle and just scrapes out the seeds into the grinder. So in there we'll put the dry shrimps as well that's been pre-soaked. Prepare lemongrass. We're gonna cut off the top layer of the lemongrass because these are the fibrous bit. To make a paste, you want it as smooth as possible and you don't want bits in your mouth. And we're just gonna use the bottom part of the lemongrass. What I do normally is I peel off the bottom part and I peel off the first layer of the lemongrass, and these are the most tender part of the lemongrass. So just start with chopping them down to smaller size so that it's easier to grind. Put them in the grinder. Ginger, it's about 15 grams in there, half a tablespoon of turmeric. And these little nuts that looks very similar to macadamia nuts is candlenuts. Thickens the sauce and the paste. And these are great in paste, any curry paste, and pretty essential in laksa paste as well. We also add garlic. We have the cloves here, which we finely chop. Galangal, which I showed you before, is just peeled and chopped into little pieces. And here we've got shrimp paste. Shrimp paste is fermented shrimps and it adds a pungentness, and I love the smell, and it gives a distinct taste to laksa. So it's just 1 tablespoon in here. We're gonna use oil to fry off the paste anyway, so it makes sense just to use oil to loosen it. We'll just grind it into a fine paste. We're going to take it off and remove the blades, but we're going to heat up the oil in the wok to fry off the paste. Do not use olive oil because this will flavor the laksa differently, and also it will burn very, very quickly. This is just normal vegetable oil, or you can use groundnut oil. Now you want this to be on medium heat and you don't want to burn your paste. Removed all the lovely paste from the grinder. And using a wooden spoon, we just fry the paste and incorporate it with the oil. So as you can see, the paste is turning from a bright yellow to a darker yellow now. I'm going to slowly add the chicken stock. Try to incorporate paste in the chicken stock. I'm only going to add some coconut milk in the broth. And we'll just bring this up to boil. Here I've got some beancurd puff. It's deep fried tofu. I'll show you. It soaks up all the lovely broth that's in the laksa. So what I normally do is I cut up this tofu puff and I'll put it while the broth is simmering. So we have here some rice vermicelli noodles. We call it in Malaysia bihun. This has been soaked in boiling water for about 5 minutes. So I'll put a little bit on here. We have some chicken here, which has been poached with the lemongrass stalks that we used on our paste earlier. The chicken is just very simply marinated with salt and poached until it's cooked. Using the same water, we poached these lovely prawns here. Cooked boiled eggs. We have bean sprouts here that adds crunch. Now this has been blanched in boiling water for about 2 minutes and then drained, so they remain crunchy. This is one of my favorite ingredients, which is crispy shallots and some lime. I'm going to put a little bit of bean sprouts here. Got very generously with the prawns. nice half an egg, and some lovely juicy yummy chicken. So in here we have some mint, and we want a big bunch of it. I'm just going to add the tofu puffs that's here. Final touch in this is a little bit of crispy chili prawns, which is my favorite, and it adds a bit of crunch and extra spiciness in it. Right at the end, to put a generous amount of fried shallots, and just before you eat it, a squeeze of lime. And all you do then is mix everything in and go and sit in front of your favorite TV show.